Hello, welcome viewers. So today just I am going to just conclude the two stanzas of the poem Daffodils. So the remaining two stanzas. So number three, just I will just keep on to number three stanza. So the waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. So it means the waves beside them danced. Means the waves which had created in that lake, it had also a beautiful dancing. It made the atmosphere so much sprightly danceful. But instead, the dance of the daffodils, which surpassed, which had overtaken the beautiful dance of the sparkling waves just in the lake. So another thing also there. The poet could not but be gay. Gay means gleeful, happy, joyous. So here means a poet could not but be gay. So the poet could not thinking anything about that time. The poet could not also be imaginative during that time. But only he felt quite happiness during that time and quite pleasant also by seeing the sight or the beauty of the daffodils. Only he remained silent and enjoying the beauty of the daffodils and also be glad and also be joyous or happy or cheerful just by looking the beauty of the daffodils. So in such a jocund company, jocund means it is joyous, joyful, pleasant company it is. So the poet felt very joyous or joyful in the company of the daffodils. Only merely watching or observing the beauty of the daffodils, but nothing else. What could not he expect from anything also from the atmosphere or anything just he got do nothing anything also got expect from the atmosphere. So I gazed and gazed, but little thought. Little thought means it is the negative form it is used. Means absolutely no thoughts absolutely there also. No thinking power is also there. Because the poet is thoughtless in that spirit, in that sense. But only one thing just he was driving his emotions and also glancing his also lookings just at the beauty of the daffodils, only gazed and gazed. It is also, it has been twicely, just it is been also repeated. So twice repeated means the poet has been so constantly and also so focused on that the beauty of the object that it is gazed and gazed. Means since a long period of time the poet had been watching over the magnificent or splendid beauty of the daffodils. So another thing, what wealth this show to me had brought. So what wealth? Wealth means what are the source of happiness and what are the beauty of the daffodils, because he did not know anything about that. So that's why what wealth this show to me had brought. It means what the charm or the beauty of the daffodils had brought to the mind and the hearts of the poet, because he evenly did not also aware of that matter. Only he had observed the tremendous and also the fascinating beauty of the daffodils and also deeply moved by the joysticks of the daffodils. So next I am going to the last stanza. So for often means for sometimes, so at any time also of the his observation, when on my couch I lie, means sometimes whenever at any period of time when he lied down, couch means it is a bed or maybe also type of bench or bed. So whenever the poet lied on a bench or on a bed, because during his leisure period or the time, means in vacant means it is a very ideal condition. Very ideal condition means he is alone and he is in a solitary mood. No one is there in the company of the poet. The poet is alone, just means on the bed. Means he has lied alone on the bed. Means in the vacant, means no one is there. And in pensive mood means it is the melancholic mood of the poet, means displeasure mood of the poet. So it is the means that is called the very sad mood of the poet. So whenever it is also the poet in the dire consequence of the very painful mood or pensive mood or melancholic mood or very saddening mood. Suppose poet is alone there, no one is there in the house. So poet is lying on the couch thinking about many things just flying across his mind, and he is very deep painful mood. बहुत painful mood में है, बहुत melancholic mood में, because no one is in the atmosphere or surrounding just to get support to the poet or make a company with the poet. Sad words. That's why the poet is feeling very sad mood. That is very displeasure mood. So that's why they flash upon that inward eye. So whenever the poet here, the William that is called the Wordsworth is also telling, and he has gone to the clarity of this also, this explanation that, so whenever just he is on the couch, means on the bed, during his leisure time or when he is alone, and he feels very depressive, very depression and very melancholic mood, or very, that is called the sad mood. So during the time, the memory of the daffodils flashing through his minds and his also hearts, and which is the bliss of solitude. Solitude means alone, lonely, alone. Then what is the bliss of? Bliss means it is the blessing of the solitude, means it is the blessing of the loneliness. It is that is called the blessing of the alone. Means whenever one person is alone, no one is there to make a company, or no one is in the company of that person. So it means the memory of the beautiful daffodils flying across or flashes through the mind and hearts of the poet, and he never feels alone and also never feels displeasure during that time. And then my heart with pleasure fills, means my heart is quite filled up with the pleasures, joyfulness, and also the happiness and cheerfulness, and also dances with the daffodils. Means as if the poet just was dancing with the daffodils, and his heart was filled with the that is called the complete pleasures, and his mind was also, means flying across the memory of the daffodils. So the poet never felt alone in his life, and never felt also in the environment if he is nobody to accompany him during that time. So still then he enjoys the company of the daffodils, and he feels it is a great asset for me. It is a great source of joy, great source of delightfulness, and it is a grateful of this frightful dance of the daffodils whenever I am alone. So means the beauty of the daffodils means surpasses or overtakes the beauty of everything in the nature. So I think I have concluded these two stanzas. So, and it is just a happy to all, and also bye to all. The next meeting, just next poem, just I will drive to that. Till then, so bye to all.